Welcome back to the channel. I'm Joshua, the destination for Saints fans and sports fans around the world. Whether you're a diehard Saints fan like myself, or you really love football, you love sports, I got your latest updates, discussions, debates, and analysis right here. Alright, so today I want to recap the Saints and the Rams joint practice. Starting off with Chase Young. He looked elite today. He had 2 sacks and he had 2 passes defended at the line of scrimmage. Also, he was living in that offensive line backfield. He looked really good in practice today. The defense, they really stood out today. They look gritty. They look tough. They look sturdy. That's how we need this defense to play throughout the majority, really the entirety of this season. 5 guys who really stood out in that front 7 today was, of course, Chase Young recording 2 sacks and 2 passes defended at the line of scrimmage. But you also got guys like Isaiah Stallberg, the rookie. You got Carl Granderson, Pete Warner, and of course the savvy veteran, Demario Davis. Also, Julian Blackman, Jordan Howden. They both had good practices. Julian Blackman looks really good. He had a pass deflection and he also had an interception. It was a deep ball on the left side of the field. So he looked really good today. Devon Godchaux recorded 6 sacks today in practice alone, in the joint practice with the Rams. I don't think y'all hearing me, bro. Devon Godchaux, our nose tackle, he recorded 6 sacks. That's beyond impressive. I can't wait to see what he's going to be able to do in the regular season. I mean, honestly, you could really just you could just sit him off to the side. I'm excited to see what he got going on this season. Flipping the ball over on the offensive side of the ball, Spencer Rattler was QB1 today. He did have to share and rotate some of his reps with Tyler Shuck for first teams, but nonetheless, Spencer Rattler went 8 for 8, and he had a deep ball downfield to Rashid Shaheed for a touchdown. And then that's when Tyler Shuck came in. He hit Mason Tipton on a drag route, and Mason Tipton just took it to the house for a touchdown. Both QBs did struggle in the red zone, wasn't able to put up much points. I think the only points that was accumulated was Tyler Shuck on a touchdown, if I'm not mistaken. But that's about it. There was some reports and players and coaches saying that the QB competition in camp overall is just competitive, it's gritty, it's intense. So I like to hear stuff like that. Juwan Johnson looked unmatched today, looking like that big body receiver that we need, looking like that X receiver that we truly need. I like what I was hearing about him in practice today, especially in the scrimmage against the Rams. Rashid Shaheed, obviously, he looked great, been looking great all training camp. Hopefully he can keep it up. Mason Tipton, man, I just really hope Mason Tipton can continue to stick on this little stretch that he on, having good practices, having good training camps, scrimmages, and build off the last preseason game. Hopefully he can be something valuable to us and not be a training camp warrior or an airline warrior. Now, lastly, this offensive line, specifically the second unit, is starting to really scare me. The Rams defensive line was straight up bullying our offensive line, and they was creating pressure on the quarterback, stuffing runs, stalling out drives and stalling out run plays, and just disrupting passing concept and timing. It was just bad. This second unit offensive line, it has to be better because we're starting to get thin at that position, and if they can't come in and relieve some of our starters, it's just going to be bad all around. So hopefully this offensive line can get it together before the season starts. Hopefully this next game coming up, we can see some improvements and see what they got to give us, man. Now, lastly, this offensive line, specifically the second unit, is starting to truly scare me, man, because the Rams defense was bullying us all practice. They was living in the backfield. They was creating pressure on our quarterbacks. They was stuffing runs, disrupting timing on passing concepts. It was just all out bad for our offensive line today. We need them to get it together because that's supposed to be one of our strong suit on this team heading into the regular season. And if they're not fully healthy, if they're not fully on board, then this is not going to be good for us, man.